Bom dia, sejam todos bem-vindos novamente. Meu nome é Sandra Azevedo, falo aqui de Tuiutaba, Minas Gerais. É um prazer muito grande começarmos o dia todos juntos. Vamos trazer a nossa atenção para a nossa respiração, olhando para a foto de Shri Mataji, deixando as mãos abertas no colo, inspirando, pausa, expirando, pausa. Estamos sentindo o ar que entra, o ar que sai, a calmaria desse novo amanhecer e a atenção no presente, no aqui e no agora. Juntos vamos elevar nossa Kundalini e dar os bandas. Nossa mão esquerda em direção à foto e nossa mão direita em direção à Mãe Terra. A atenção em nosso Muladhara. Vamos saudar Shri Ganesha cantando seu mantra. Tuameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Vamos afirmar por 4 vezes. Mãe, por vossa graça eu sou a possante inocência de uma criança. Mãe, por vossa graça eu sou a possante inocência de uma criança. Mãe, por vossa graça eu sou a possante inocência de uma criança. Mãe, por vossa graça eu sou a possante inocência de uma criança. Vamos tentar sentir as vibrações após as afirmações, nos observando. Nossa mão direita vem no suadhisthana esquerdo, encontro da perna com o tronco. E aqui nós pedimos: Mãe, por favor, purifica nossos desejos e nos dê o puro conhecimento divino. Mantra Shri Nirmala Vidya. Tuameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Nossa mão direita vem no Anahata central, coração, centro. E aqui nós pedimos: Mãe, por favor, faça de nós pessoas seguras e confiantes. Leva embora todos os nossos medos e ansiedades que ainda temos. Nossa mão repousa aqui um pouco, enquanto vamos ouvir o Bija Mantra do Anahata central e mantendo nossa mão firme aqui. Nossa mão vai para o anahata esquerdo. Vamos sentir as batidas de nosso coração. E aqui nós vamos afirmar: Mãe, eu sou o Espírito. Eu sou o Espírito. Eu sou o Espírito. Eu sou o Espírito. Nossa mão direita vai ao nosso Sahasrara. Vamos massagear nosso Sahasrara. E aqui nós pedimos: Mãe, por favor, me dê a minha yoga e estabiliza a realização do Si em mim. Mãe, por favor, me permita sentir essas vibrações e entender que eu sou um microcosmo dentro de todo esse macrocosmo. Vamos subir nossa mão e tentar checar se sentimos as vibrações. Vamos verificar com a mão esquerda também. As duas mãos no colo. E continuamos observando. Nós somos nossos próprios mestres. Somos o Espírito. E o Espírito está observando as nossas emoções, seu discípulo. Podemos observar nossa mão esquerda. E agora nós podemos observar nossa mão direita, nossa mente concreta, outro discípulo. Com a atenção no topo da cabeça, continuamos observando. Vamos observar outro discípulo, o nosso corpo sentado, relaxado. Estamos nesse momento. Estamos no aqui e no agora. E nesse estado, nós vamos abrir nossos olhos e assistir à palestra.
Now in Sahaja Yoga you find people have come from different faiths, different countries, different ideologies, everything. One thing great about Sahaja Yoga is they are very pure people. There's so much of purity in them. There's no problem. I do not have that problem of immorality in Sahaja Yoga. We don't find anybody being immoral. If somebody has been immoral, he just gets corrected. If somebody has been cheating, he gets corrected. If somebody has been a corrupt person, he gets corrected. Because spirit gives the light for you to see for yourself what is good for you. Supposing you are going on a road and you are blind, you can walk into a ditch. But supposing you have the light and the eyes open, you know how to go. And that's exactly what has happened in Sahaja Yoga, that people have realized how to move, how to go about, how to walk, and not to fall in the ditch. I have seen people who have fallen into ditch also. But I have nothing but love for them because they were blind. You see, for a blind person, you can just have love, isn't it? And I found that once I forgive them completely and I ask them, all right, even if they have abused me, said things against me, it's all right. Because they don't know what they're doing. They are blind people. So once you feel that way about others, that doesn't matter. Whatever they have done, whatever they have so far so-called harmed you also, is no harm to you because you are standing on a pedestal of truth. So the second point is that the spirit is the source of truth, not of untruth. For example, there is some false guru. Immediately you will know he's false. How? On your vibrations, on your fingertips, you know that this man is false. It's all said by Muhammad Sahib that your hands will speak at the time of resurrection. That exactly happens, that you see this is the trouble. Now, if you want, you can avoid that person, or if you want, you can bring him around and put him right. But we should not try on the complicated characters very much. In the beginning I said, because they will complicate you. Now those people who have matured in Sahaja Yoga can easily manage that also. And also we must know that all the elements are working for us. All the events of the world are just to show how wrong things are wrong and how right things should be. Say, for example, when Hitler came, he started destroying people and he took 9 years to build himself up. And he did all kinds of things which cannot be forgiven by anyone. But he died. And suddenly you find in Germany, people are so enlightened. Now you heard some people. I was amazed how they are so enlightened about love and about the divine. All these countries I've seen are doing so well unexpectedly. Imagine in England, who came to India and ruled us for 300 years, there are so many Sahaja Yogis. And also, as you see today, when I speak there, we have the whole hall filled up with people in England. I have seen also in the countries like Russia, where these people were on the verge of collapsing after they started on democracy. Whether it is democracy or communism or anything, these are all isms. You have to come out of it and see for yourself that so-called democracy has become demonocracy. So-called communism has failed. Why? Basically, what's wrong with it? It was all based not on the spiritual level. There was no spirit involved. It was all based on, I should say, on the endeavors which are outside, which were very limited. And those limits, once they break, you see, you have a problem. Now, economics, the world economics, if you see, is collapsing. Everywhere there is recession. If they are such experts, then why there is recession? Why there are problems? Now, the people who say we must remove the poverty, I agree, but not by giving some sort of a baker's gift, but with self-respect. You can do it. You can do it because if you can approach people who need with Sahaja Yoga and enrich them, you will be amazed that themselves will do better and work it out. All kinds of things, you see, like in abroad, people used to say, Mother, you talk of spiritual life, then why is it India is so poor? I said, they are not so poor in spirituality. They may be poor in money. Those who have got lots of money, are they also very good people? Are they also doing something very good? In the same way, those who are poor are not doing something good that one should have compassion on. Agreed. Now what to do? If both sides are so miserable, what should we do? Is to change them. Change the whole attitude towards life. Immediately, I've seen people who are supposed to be rich start understanding poverty. They start sharing. They start working it out. In Sahaja Yoga, you'll be amazed how people help each other, how they work out everybody's difficulties and problems into something very beautiful. You see, it's the wisdom that you get from this all-pervading divine power. This power has been described in every religion. You call it Nirakar, you call it Ru, you can call it Param Chaitanya, you can call by any name. But name is not the point. Whatever it is, once you are connected with this power, you are blessed. 1,000 times you are blessed than you are as a normal human being. As a normal being, no blessings it has. It has nothing but your own endeavor, that the amount you push in, that's what you get. Here, nobody pushes oneself. Automatically you are pushed into that. This force, divine force, brings you to that. And you have seen that in your own lives, how you came to me, how you came to Sahaja Yoga. It was some sort of a divine force which worked it out, which is Sahaj, which you may not realize, but when you get your realization, you just think about your own life, how I came to Sahaja, how I got this. And then you see this peace reigning over your hearts, the love, affection, everything. What is, as he said, I have many powers, maybe, I don't know, but one thing for definite, one thing that Sahaja Yogis can get all my powers. As a mother wants to give everything to Sahaja Yogis. This greatest joy for a mother is to see her son or daughter grow up like her. I have a great vision of life, and I see the picture of that here today. I was an ordinary housewife without much money. You know, my interest in money is zero. I don't understand even the bank, and somebody has to sign a check for me. And my husband has to count my money. I'm so bad. But still, I've never had problem. Never had problem. Because it is the greed in man, terrible greed in man, that creates problems. But if he learns how to be satisfied, automatically the greed drops out and you feel absolutely comfortable. But that doesn't mean that you become a sadhu baba or you become a sannyasi or something you give up. Those days are gone. Those ordeals you have passed through, you have been to Himalayas, you have stood on your heads and did all kinds of things. Now no more is needed. What is needed is that you have to put your attention to your spirit. The more you do it, the more you absorb all other attentions and put it to your spirit, which is there already existing. There is nothing to be brought from outside or nothing to be learned. It is inside every one of you, is in the heart. Only thing, you have to just feel it. Now that feeling can only come if you are awakened in the Kundalini. I know that no one like Muhammad Sahib or Christ or Abraham or Moses who have created books or whatever history they have created, nowhere they would have ever thought that people will form an organized religion and start in a way as if they are against each other. But it has happened. It has happened. To remove that, you have to give them the knowledge, the pure knowledge, not the knowledge of the book, but the pure knowledge, and the knowledge that is pure is wisdom. Through this wisdom only I have worked. This wisdom I had from my childhood. Nobody has given me. It's there. But this wisdom has taught me one thing, that whatsoever may be the condition of a human being, whatsoever may be his style, whatsoever may be his ego or his conditioning, if he can feel the love, then his spirit gets awakened. This transformation has taken place. Here we have only 1% of the people who have got realization all over the world. But I know, I remember them all today who are not here, that they have been seekers, madly seeking the truth. They went through horrible times seeking. They had very bad gurus, they had all kinds of expenses, everything they did. But once they came to Sahaja Yoga, they have found what was the truth is. And the truth is very simple, that you are the spirit. You are not this body, this mind, but you are the spirit. This is the truth, and they have found the spirit. That's what is the truth that they have found. Once this truth is established within you, that you are the spirit, nothing can destroy, nothing can harm it. It cannot have any wants. It doesn't have. What wants can you have when you have the spirit? Because it's such a satisfying thing. It doesn't condemn anyone. It doesn't run after anyone. It's satisfied with it. Absolutely satisfied. You see, I was very anxious that I should lead a very normal life. I should not be like some Himalaya fellow or something like that. Because this is needed for a common people. Today it's a mass awakening. It is not for one person. This was the thing, because once any discovery is made, supposing, and that discovery only is for one individual, it has no meaning. It has to go to masses. And this is what I knew. I have to do it. And I had to work. They say so, but I don't think I ever worked. I was just witness to the whole thing. I saw it just like a witness, enjoying all kinds of things. As you sit on the shore of an ocean, you see waves coming, going like that. But inside that is a human being who wants to evolve, who wants to become the spirit. Then he starts thinking what good he can do to others. So far, I've been very anxious that people should become Sahaja Yogis. I didn't take to any missionary work or any social work. I used to do when I was not in Sahaja Yoga, I should say, when I didn't start the Sahaja Yoga. But later on, I discovered that unless and until you transform people, unless until you become the spirit, you will become like any other social worker.
Vamos nos entregar à meditação. A nossa meditação está terminando. Vamos juntos elevar nossa Kundalini e dar os bandas. Tenham todos um excelente dia e até a próxima meditação. Obrigada a todos pela presença. Jai Shri Mataji.